Welcome to the third episode of Tulip's Puppy Diaries. Everything that I'm showing you in these lessons can be taught to your puppies from the second you bring them home, which is 8 weeks onwards. And I'd recommend you start training right away. The more tricks a puppy learns, the easier it is to teach them in the future. In this episode, we're going to be talking about how to teach your dog to sit and how to teach your dog some manners around the food bowl. In the last episode, we talked about shaping and luring. We're going to start applying these now. With sit, you can teach it one of two ways, through shaping or through luring. With shaping, you just sit there and wait for your puppy to offer the behaviour and you click reward. You might have to do a little bit of slight encouragement with your body without any words. So if you have treats in your hand, you can just move them slightly towards you just to bring the puppy in closer. Very subtle movements all the time. Every time your puppy does the right behaviour, i.e. sitting, you click and reward. Do this for quite some time until the puppy is reliably sitting as soon as you hold your treats out like this. And then you can start introducing the cue word, sit. Wait until your dog has sat and then click reward, say sit. Sit. And then introduce this word closer and closer to the initiation of the behaviour. Sit. Sit. Dog sits. Say sit as they sit. Click reward. And then as you see their body beginning to sit, say sit, click reward. And then just before they do it, say sit, click reward. And then you'll be saying sit before they do it, and they realise when you say sit, they have to put their bum on the ground. Sit. Good. Sit. Sit. Good. Another way of teaching sit, which is the classic, is through luring. So you have a treat in your fingers and you put it to your dog's nose and you lift it up. Most dogs will automatically put their bum down as their head goes up. And there we go, the sitting position. Just keep doing this with a treat in your hand to start off with. So lure them up, bum goes down, click reward. Lure up, bum down, click reward. And then do this position with your fingers still, but don't use a treat. So you're going like this, dog thinks there's a treat there, head up, bum down, click, treat. Sit. And then you can do it like this, head up, bum down, click, treat. Sit. Then you can do this position with your hand, sit, bum down, click, treat. Sit. And some people like to continue using this hand gesture even once you've finished training the trick because it's quite good at a distance if you want your dog to sit. The visual cue as well as the audio cue just works hand in hand. But ideally your dog should do it even without the visual cue. So you can eventually just fade that away more and more until you can just hold your hands in a neutral position and say sit and your dog will sit. Sit! This will take some time, so don't rush it as always, just have fun and enjoy the journey. Right, now on to the food manners. There's nothing worse, well I'm sure there are things worse, but it's awful if you have a dog that will jump up for food and when you put the bowl down it won't even let you put the food in before it's eating it out of the packet. It's not ideal. Especially if you're living in a multi-dog household like mine, where you have 3 dogs scrabbling over the food. So what we're going to train the puppy now is to be polite around food. For this you need your treats, your clicker and your dog's food bowl. You put a treat into the food bowl, just one treat, and let your dog see it. Your dog might be jumping up and doing whatever, but just don't say anything, be silent, stand still with the food bowl and wait until they calmly go into a sit, click and reward. Don't reward from the food bowl, reward separately. Then slowly lower the food bowl. And when I say slowly, I mean centimetre by centimetre. You have to go very, very slowly. And every centimetre you go down, if your dog is still sitting, you click and reward. If your dog breaks its sit and tries to get up and get the food, just stop, calmly wait until they're back sitting and then click and reward. Now go slowly, slowly, slowly down. Soon you will hopefully be almost eye level with the dog. And this is an ideal time for the dog to run forward and grab the treat. So if they do try to do that, without saying anything, without any verbal punishments or any just calmly move the treats back up. Eventually the dog will realise that they actually get more treats just sat there doing nothing than they would do if they rushed and got the food from the bowl. And then, by this point, you should be able to put the food on the ground. Click and reward, click, reward, click, reward. Every time your dog doesn't do anything but just gives you the eye contact, click and reward. If your dog is doing this consistently, you can stand up and take a step back. Now this does not release your dog, and it shouldn't release your dog, and your dog should know to still stay still. If they do rush forward to get the food, just quickly zip this out the way, wait until they sit calmly, and then click reward again. And then when you're comfortable with your dog being able to do this, but not before, you can release them. So give a release word, which I say okay, and it means the dog can eat the food. Okay. Now with my dogs, if I put a bowl down on the floor, I could walk around the whole house, and if I don't release them, they'll just sit there calmly waiting for their food. Okay. This isn't just a trick, it's very, very useful in day-to-day life because you don't want a dog with bad food manners. Not only is it rude, it also makes food time really difficult because it's such a hurry getting all the food in before your dog has wolfed it all down. So this is one that every dog should know. Thank you so much for watching, and I really hope you're enjoying this series. The next episode will be on teaching your dog to lay down and also teaching your dog to put their paws up on an object. Thank you, and see you next lesson.